football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, over the 12th man, and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Hurricanes will put total leather to crank us up. No attempt at a return. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Brings into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Out of the gun, the gift to the back. Got enough for the first down. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Aggie! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Canes moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Going to try to get it himself.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
softened him up with a run. Now to throw. He tries to take the top off. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Intercepted.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket, the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away. The defense took advantage with the interception.
Might be changing the route. Toss sweep to the right. Finding open areas. There he goes. The 20. Pass the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He got him loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Creates a little room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, the ground game. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete on the right side. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Quick completion on the out. At the 45, on his way. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. And the Canes are on the move. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. Yeah, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area. Got the back over the middle.
completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Hurricanes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Canes. The offense cashing it in on that drive. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. It's a fumble. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking. They've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Grab near the sticks. It's Sims. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. They'll run the option. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up 1 quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. And it's no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Pulls and fired complete. Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Canes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's shot.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got it, looking for the first down. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone guy.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got twirled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
T&AM comes back out with another first down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Slithers into space. Off to the races to the right. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Yeah, and I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flips it out in the flat. Jukes his way for more. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got him in the open. He's loose. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. To the air on 1st down. Fakes the grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking for the score. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Hit as he throws. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Got his man on the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got the back in the middle. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Makes the grab on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Slings it downfield. Got a man. It's Sims. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Dumps it to the back. Makes the catch. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Aggies will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Surging forward on the sneak. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's shot. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Canes will hustle to the line.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
To the air on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down.
And 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great and the play went nowhere.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? From the red zone, looking for a man. Dumps it off in the flats. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Really good job by the defense. Seeing the running back. Don't let that dude who's super fast, elusive, catch the ball in space. Nice job staying glued to him. As soon as he caught that puppy, he got drilled.
Trying to set up the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him. Throwing the football, he picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Makes the grab on 3rd. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Hurricanes in the hurry-up. Powers forward. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for them.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies.
position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board, perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Washington has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Washington State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Lost a throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Sandoval. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Back to pass. Quickly complete. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air on first down. Gets it to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Canes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll get rid of it. Wide open downfield. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Right down the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
this is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to get the edge on the right. Breaks into the open. Rustled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Quickly complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Canes headed quickly to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll wrestle it down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He wants to change this route. They'll try to get outside. Across the 25. He's all the way down to the three. An electric run has them set up.
And this one isn't over. Big defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggie. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback.
Here we go.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And the Canes want to crank the tempo. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Moore. At midfield, he's got room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Sandoval. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. The Hurricanes are rolling down the field. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Skips away from pressure. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Okay. And the Hurricanes can really attack on this second and short.
Jackrabbit.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They want to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense. So
there he goes. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
It is out of reach. A lot of coaches pull their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job is stop it.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. And they'll bring it out to the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the outside. Inside the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Back to pass on second down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Looking for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.